Hi, I'm Sridhar. In this video, I'm going to explain about the concept of Arrhenius theory of acids and bases. Okay, in this video, I'm going to explain about the Arrhenius theory of acids and bases. Okay, after this period, we would be able to know understand the concept of Arrhenius concept of acids, bases, and salts, and its strength also. And also we have to know about the uh, limitations of Arrhenius theory of acids and bases. Okay, in this period we are going to learn about the concept of Arrhenius theory of acids and bases. Okay, in this mainly we would able to learn about the what is an acid, what is a base, what is a salt, what is a neutralization, what is the strength. Okay, in this video we are going to learn about the what is a acid, what is its example, what is a base, what is its examples, what is a salt, what is a neutralization, and also we have to learn about the uh, strength of the acids and bases according to Arrhenius. And also we learn about the limitations of these Arrhenius theory of acids and bases. According to Arrhenius concept, okay, acid definition is a substance which gives H plus ions when dissolved in water is called as an acid. A substance which gives H plus ions in aqueous solution is called as acids. And its examples are HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, hydrogen cyanide are some of the Arrhenius acids on ionization to give the H plus ions. And next one is, according to Arrhenius, the base definition is a substance which gives OH minus ions in aqueous solution is called as base. Examples for this is sodium hydroxide, KOH, calcium hydroxides are the some of the examples of Arrhenius bases that ionize in water. It produces OH minus ions. Okay, in the case of acids, Ha is a general acid. On dissolution, it produces H plus A minus. According to Arrhenius, the acid is according to Arrhenius, the acid is Ha is a general acid. On ionization, it produces H plus A minus. Means here it is producing H plus ions. Means according to Arrhenius, a substance uh, which on ionization in water, it produces H plus ions. Then it is an acid. Examples are HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, HCl, etc. The basis is defined as a substance which on ionization in aqueous solution it should produce OH minus ions. Then it is called as base. Examples are NaOH, KOH, CaOH taken twice, MgOH taken twice, etc. Okay, these are the general acids, general bases ionization process. General acid process is here. HA is a general acid. On ionization produce H plus and A minus. BOH is a base. On ionization produces B plus OH minus. Okay, here one detailed explanation is here. HCl is an acid. On ionization it produces H plus. Cl minus means here it producing the H plus ion. Then HCl is an acid. Okay, next one is water. Sorry, H2SO4. Equilibrium 2H plus SO4 minus 2 means here H2SO4 also producing H plus ions, then it is called as acid H2SO4. H2SO4 it producing two numbers of H plus ions, then it is automatically acid. And next one is basis. Examples are NaOH like ammonium hydroxide, etc. Sodium hydroxide on ionization produce Na plus OH minus. According to Arrhenius concept, a substance which produces OH minus ions, then it is a base. Here sodium hydroxide is a base. Next one is ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide on ionization produce ammonium plus OH minus ion. Here ammonium plus OH minus ion. OH minus ion is giving from ammonium hydroxide, so it is in a base. Once again, according to Arrhenius, acid definition is a substance which on ionization produce H plus ions in aqueous solution is called as acid. A substance which on ionization produce OH minus ions in aqueous solution is called as base. According to Arrhenius, the salt definition is a substance which can neither give H plus nor OH minus ions in aqueous solutions is called as salt. A substance which can neither give H plus nor OH minus ions in aqueous solution is called as salt. Examples for the salt are KCl, NaCl means potassium chloride, sodium chloride, ammonium chloride, calcium chloride, etc. These are on ionization. When it is dissolved into the water, it could not produce any H plus or OH minus ions. Then these are the acids. Sorry, these are the salts. Okay, a substance which can neither give H plus nor OH minus ions in aqueous solution is called as salt, according to Arrhenius concept. Now let us see the neutralization. According to Arrhenius, the neutralization is a reaction between an acid and base to form the salt and water is known as neutralization. Okay, the reaction between an acid and base to form a salt and water is called as neutralization. Okay, example: sodium hydroxide is reacts with the equal amount of base, equal amount of HCl to form the salt and water. Then it is called as neutralization reaction. Okay, the reaction with the, between acid and base to form salt and water is known as neutralization. Okay, the hydrogen of acid and the hydroxy ion of base unite to form the water. Okay, here it is undissociated water. Okay, this water is coming from H plus ion of HCl, sodium hydroxide, OH minus ion of sodium hydroxide combined to form undissociated water molecule. Okay, here it is, the neutralization definition is the reaction in which the acid is reacts with the equal amount of base to form the salt and undissociated water is known as neutralization. Okay, a sodium hydroxide, the base, is reacts with the equal amount of HCl to form the sodium chloride plus water. Then it is a neutralization reaction. Here sodium hydroxide is the base, HCl is the acid, and NaCl is a salt. Water molecule is a undissociated water molecule. Then it is a neutralization reaction. Actually, free H plus ions do not exist in water. They combine with the solvent molecules, that is hydrated, to form hydronium ions. Okay, here the formed H plus ions are unstable. Again it will be combined with the water molecule and it forms the hydronium ions. Okay, the ionization of acid in aqueous solution should be represented as HCl plus H2O equilibrium H3O plus Cl minus. Just now we discussed here the formation of hydronium ion. Okay, that can be we observe in this equation, that is when the acid is combined with the in aqueous solution. Okay, that should be represented as HCl plus H2O equilibrium H3O plus Cl minus, H3O plus Cl minus. Now let us see strength of the acids and bases. Strength of the acids and bases. Okay, this can be depends upon the producing H plus and OH minus ions in aqueous solution. Okay, the strength of, according to Arrhenius, the strength of the acids and bases is depends on the producing capacity of the H plus and OH minus ions in aqueous solutions. According to Arrhenius, the strong acid definition is an acid which produce more number of H plus ions in aqueous solution is called as strong acid. Okay, a substance means a substance is nothing but here an acid substance which can produce more number of H plus ions in aqueous solution. That is, examples for this is hydrochloric acid, H2SO4. These are the strong acids. And let us see The weak acid definition is, okay, for examples for the strong acids are nitric acid HNO3, hydrochloric acid HCl, sulfuric acid H2SO4, perchloric acid HClO4, hydrobromic acid HBr, hydrogen iodide, hydroiodic acid hydrogen HI. Okay, these are the examples of strong acids. An acid which produce less number of H plus ions in aqueous solution is called as weak acids. Weak acids. Okay, means generally these acid substances cannot give H plus ions easily in the water. Then those are called as weak acids. Examples are CH3COOH, acetic acid, H2CO3, carbonic acid. Carbonic acid. Now let us see about the strength of the bases. Okay, the strength of the bases is depends on producing capacity of hydroxyl ions or OH minus ions in water on ionization. Okay, now the definition of strong base, that can be defined as a base substance which produce more number of OH minus ions in aqueous solution. A base substance which produce more number of OH minus ions or hydroxyl ions in aqueous solution is called as strong base. Examples for the strong base. Examples for the strong base is these are bases that ionize completely when dissolved in water, gives large number of OH minus ions. Examples for this is first and second group elements hydroxide except beryllium are the strong bases. Okay, the first and second group elements hydroxides are the examples for the strong bases except beryllium hydroxides. Examples are sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide NaOH, potassium hydroxide KOH, magnesium hydroxide MgOH taken twice, calcium hydroxide CaOH taken twice. Okay, next one is weak bases. The bases which ionize partially when dissolved in water and give the less number of OH minus ions, then those are called as weak bases. Okay, the bases which ionize partially in aqueous solution and produce less number of OH minus ions in aqueous solutions are the weak bases. Example, ammonium hydroxide NH4OH, aluminium hydroxide AlOH taken thrice. Let us see once again the strength of the acids and bases. The strength of the acids and bases is depends on, according to Arrhenius, the strength of the acids and bases is depends on producing capacity of H plus and OH minus ions in aqueous solution is called is then the strength of the acids and bases. According to Arrhenius, now let us see. According to Arrhenius, the strength of the acid is depends on ionization constant, means the producing capacity of H plus ions. Okay, the strong acid definition is an acid substance which ionizes completely in aqueous solution and produce more number of H plus ions in aqueous solution is called as strong acid. That is, examples for the strong acids, the common acids that are almost 100% ionized are nitric acid HNO3, hydrochloric acid HCl, sulfuric acid H2SO4, perchloric acid HClO4, hydrobromic acid HBr, hydrogen iodide hydroiodic acid. And next one is weak acid definition is an acid substance which ionizes partially in aqueous solution and produce less number of H plus ions are called as weak acids. The weak acids examples are acetic acid CH3COOH, carbonic acid H2CO3. Okay, these are ionized partially in water and it produces less number of H plus ions. And the strong base definition is, according to Arrhenius, a base substance which ionizes completely and produce more number of hydroxyl ions is called as strong base. Example for the strong base is all the first and second group elements hydroxides except beryllium. Okay, those are some of the examples: NaOH, sodium hydroxide; KOH, potassium hydroxide; magnesium hydroxide, MgOH taken twice; calcium hydroxide, CaOH taken twice. And next one is weak base, a base which produce less number of OH minus ions in aqueous solution. A base substance which produce less number of OH minus ions in aqueous solution is called as weak base. Okay, a substance which ionizes partially in water and produce less number of OH minus ions are called as weak bases. Examples are ammonium hydroxide NH4OH, Aluminium hydroxide AlOH taken thrice. Now let us see the limitations of, okay, before going to these limitations, we have to discuss briefly the concepts of Arrhenius. According to Arrhenius, the acid definition is a substance which produces H plus ion in aqueous solution is called as a substance which produces H plus ion in water is called as acid. Example: HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, hydrogen cyanide. And next one is base, a substance which produces OH minus ions in aqueous solution is called as base. Examples for the bases is NaOH, ammonium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, etc. And next one is salt. According to Arrhenius, the salt is defined as a substance which can neither give H plus nor OH minus ions in aqueous solution is called as salt. Examples for the salt definition is means KCl, potassium chloride, NaCl, ammonium chloride, ammonium nitrate, etc. Okay, these cannot produce H plus or OH minus ions in aqueous solution. Then these are the salts. And the next one is, according to Arrhenius, the neutralization is defined as the reaction between an acid with equal amount of base to form the salt and undissociated water is called as neutralization. Okay, example: NaOH plus NaOH, sodium hydroxide base, is reacts with the equal amount of acid, that is HCl, to form salt and, so salt means here NaCl plus undissociated water molecule. In this, the hydrogen ion of HCl, OH minus ion of hydroxide ion of sodium hydroxide to form the water molecule, that is undissociated water molecule. Okay, actually the free H plus ions are not actually free H plus ions are do not exist in water, that will be combined with the water molecule and it forms the hydronium ion. Okay, the free H plus ions are not stable in the water, again it will be combined with the water and it forms the hydronium ion. In the case of acids, the ionization of acid in aqueous solution should be represented as HCl plus H2O gives rise to H3O plus Cl minus. Okay, here in the case of acids, HCl is combined with the water molecule, means that it forms hydronium ion plus chloride ion. And next one is the strength of the acids and bases is depends on the producing capacity of H plus and OH minus ions. According to Arrhenius, the strength of the acid is depends on the producing capacity of H plus ions. Now let us see the strong acid definition is an acid substance which ionizes completely and produce more number of H plus ions in aqueous solution, then it is called as strong acid. Examples are HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, HClO4, HBr, Hi. These are all produce H plus ions completely from their chemical formula. Next one is weak acid, an acid which produce less number of H plus ions in aqueous solution. Means here an acid substance which ionizes partially and it produces the less number of H plus ions in aqueous solution, then it is called as weak acids. Examples are CH3COOH, that is acetic acid, H2CO3 carbonic acid. And next one is the strength of the bases. The strength of the bases is depends on producing capacity of hydroxyl ions in water. According to that, the strong base is a base substance which ionizes completely and produce OH minus ions in aqueous solution is called as strong base. Example for this is sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide. And next one is weak base, a base substance which ionizes partially and producing less number of OH minus ions in aqueous solution is called as weak base. That is ammonium hydroxide, aluminum hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide. Okay, these are the examples of weak bases. Okay, these are the postulates of the main concepts of Arrhenius theory of acids and bases. That is, what is an acid, what is a base, what is a salt, what is the neutralization, what is the strength of the acids and bases. Now let us see the limitations of Arrhenius theory. Okay, it is applicable only for the aqueous solution. Theory is only applicable for aqueous solution. Means it can be applied only the reactions that occur in water, because it defines acids and bases in terms of water happens when compounds dissolve in water. Okay, this can be applied only to the reactions that occur in water, because it defines acids and bases in terms of what happens when dissolve in water. Next one is, this concept could not explain the properties of all acids and bases. All acids and bases. Yeah, according to this theory, acids gives H plus ions in water, but H plus ion in is the smallest. As a result, H plus ion is attracted towards the negative charge. Thus, when H plus ion is formed, it bonds to form the water molecule and forms the hydronium ion. That is, H plus H2O gives rise to H3O plus. And next one is, okay, here mainly when acid is dissolved in water and it produce H plus ions, that is in smallest, and it cannot that cannot free in the water molecule or in the solution, that will be combined with the water molecule and it forms the hydronium ion, that is H plus H2O gives rise to H3O plus. And next one is, this theory could not explain the properties of all acids and bases. Okay, this theory fails to explain the acidic character of compounds like SO2, NO2, carbon dioxide, phosphorus pentoxide, etc. Okay, according to this theory, this failed to explain the acidic nature of aprotic compounds, means without hydrogen compounds are the aprotic compounds. Okay, generally these are all having the acidic nature, but according to Arrhenius, this cannot produce H plus ions in water. So, according to him, these are not the acids, but these are all the acids. This theory fails to explain the nature of aprotic compounds such as SO2, NO2, CO2, P2O5, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide, phosphorus pentoxide. And next one is, this theory fails to explain the basic nature of ammonia, sodium carbonate, etc. Means generally these are having the basic character. In their chemical formula there is no OH minus ions. So according to Arrhenius, these are all not bases, but originally these are bases. According to Arrhenius concept, these are not bases. Okay, next one is, this theory fails to explain the acidic nature of certain salts such as aluminum trichloride. Aluminum trichloride means aluminum trichloride, due to the empty orbital, it is acts as acidic character, but this theory could not explain about that concept. Okay, let us see once again the limitations of this Arrhenius concept. Okay, this theory fails to explain. This theory only applicable for the aqueous solutions. And next one is, this theory could not explain the properties of all the acids and bases. Now let us see what are they. Okay, this theory fails to explain the acidic nature of aprotic compounds such as the only compound that contain the H plus ions can be called as Arrhenius acids. But here some of the aprotic compounds such as SO2, NO2, carbon dioxide, phosphorus pentoxide. These are not aprotic compounds, means aprotic compounds, and it cannot produce H plus ions in their H plus ions. Then these are the one of the defect. Next one, this theory fails to explain the basic nature of, means according to Arrhenius, substance should produce OH minus ions in aqueous solution, but these are ammonia, ammonium hydroxide, sorry, sodium carbonate could not access bases because there is a no OH minus ions in their chemical formula. So it is also the one of the defect. And next one is sometimes the some of the certain salts such as aluminum trichloride is having the acidic nature, but this theory could not explain about its acidic character. Okay, next one is, okay, in this period we have learned about Arrhenius concept. According to him, acid gives the H plus ions in aqueous solutions, base gives OH minus ions in aqueous solutions. Okay, this acid and base combine to form the salt, and the next one is the salt combine to form salt and water is called as neutralization. Okay, an acid is combined with the base to form the salt. Okay, now let us see some quiz questions on this. Which one is Arrhenius acid? A, carbon dioxide. B, sulfur dioxide. C, sulfur trioxide. D, HCl. The right answer is HCl because on ionization it produces H plus ions in aqueous solution. So it is an Arrhenius acid. Okay, question number 2. Which is Arrhenius base? Ammonia, calcium oxide, sodium hydroxide, HCl. Among these four, Arrhenius base means, according to Arrhenius concept, the base is defined as a substance which produces OH minus ions in aqueous solution is called as Arrhenius base. Here the right answer is sodium hydroxide. On ionization it produces OH minus ions. OH minus ion. Next one is question number 3. Arrhenius fails to explain the acidic nature of A, carbon dioxide. B, sulfur dioxide. D, sulfur trioxide. D, above all. Just now we discussed about this and the aprotic compounds. Aprotic compounds acidic character could not explained by this theory. That is, those are carbon dioxide, sulfur trioxide, etc. Okay, here the right answer is above all. Okay, in this chapter, the frequently asked questions are: state and explain the Arrhenius theory of acids and bases briefly. And also sometimes they may ask as a question, Explain the neutralization concept with suitable examples. Okay, and sometimes questions may ask us, what is the strength of the action basis? Explain with the suitable examples. Okay. Thank you.